I mean, I'm not that complex. I'm just a kid from Queens. Like, to be honest with you, like what got me here was the pandemic, like that's what started boredom, sitting at home with a lot of time and a couple of dollars in my pocket. So I said, let me see if I could do this little podcasting thing. I started with my cousin and a few of his friends. That didn't work out with me, so I kind of started my own thing, and here I am.
Listen, what part of Queens? What part of Queens?
South Jamaica.
South Jamaica, Jamaica Avenue, Merritt Boulevard.
That's my hood right there.
Which one?
Absolutely, all that. That's me. I rep it all.
Listen, somebody told me last week they about to do away with the bus station, man. Now, are you still living there now?
Nah. I'm in Atlanta now. They about to the bus station on Archer Avenue like that.
Yeah, they about to shut it down, man. They said that's gonna be gone. I'm like, what? To go back to New York and no
South Side.
bus
I knew I like you. Shout out to Simone. Yeah, South Side in the building. Represent.
Yeah.
Let me drop it for that. You know what I mean? Listen. But yeah, definitely. I grew up in Queens. And from there I went to college, the great Morgan State University.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Did a few years there, dropped out, started working, taking care of my family, I went back and finished though. So that's important, like your path to greatness ain't always a direct path, but you can still get there. You know what I mean?
Yes. I love that. Now, family, children, wife, ex-wife?
I got children. I'm divorced, I was married once, Now I'm just in here living a single life in Atlanta,
Okay, how long you been in Atlanta?
About 4 years.
Okay, you like it?
It's okay. It's gonna be good people. I got a lot of family down here, so it makes it comfortable for me.
Okay. Well, let's talk about the podcasting. So you got bored, and one day you just took interest in coming on IG, or you were already on IG?
No. I was actually, something like what I do now is really not a traditional podcast. I go live.
Right.
I mean, it's more of a live show. Podcasts are recorded and they can be consumed, through a podcast player replay. It's not really live. I go live. What started me on that, because we was recording a podcast, I was like, nobody's listening to this. You know what I mean? Like, you look at it, like, it's so hard to gain momentum. So I seen people going live on Instagram. I was like, that's a great concept right there. I could do this to bring attention to my podcast. So that's kind of got me separated from the previous podcast I was on. It was a creative disagreement. One person didn't want to do the live shows, but I was like, this is that. At least people are listening to you.
That's right.
You know what I mean? You throw it on Anchor, you could put on Spotify, Apple Music, and all that stuff. But to actually get it to where your podcast is actually seen is hard, right? Because, it's money involved.
That's right.
So these podcasters, they have advertising dollars. They're able to do that. So they get top billing. Where the little guys, unless you're able to build a buzz for yourself, nobody's going to be listening to you. So that's how the podcast nobody listens to came up.
So let me ask you that. So you're exactly right. You are exactly right. There are some people that just go live, and then when you talk about really having a podcast, then you're talking about the recordings, you're talking about having an actual producer, you're talking about the production. It's a production, it's a whole production, and people have to get into editing and setting a schedule for interviews and topics and all that good stuff. But
it's a lot.
Yeah, it is a lot. But you are very good at what you do. I mean, the way you come in with the sound and everything that you do, the mood. I mean, you have a very professional outlook and display of your lives.
I developed that over the course of, I think I've been doing this coming up to a year so far. I've been going live. You develop it, like you try different things, you invest in it. Like, before it was just me and my earphones, and like a headset phone. Then I went out there and I got, I don't know, here's something's crazy. Then I went out there and got all kind of different things that I invested into. Then I bought a soundboard. Then I bought what else did I get? Lighting and stuff like that. Just invested in my craft slowly to, make a better product.